Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about, if you haven't read the title already, the news about JonTron. And this news is about some recent comments he has made on social media and on a live stream that he did on Twitch. I don't actually remember who it was with, but he did a live stream with someone where they debated about politics because the live streamer was interested in about what he had said on Twitter, commenting back on some politician guy in America, whoever the fuck he is. I don't really know. I don't live in America. I try not to sort of pay attention to America at the moment because it sort of just makes me a bit too sad. Because considering their new president and all these other things, sort of depressing in America for me at the moment. So I wanted to make this video because JonTron is one of my most favorite YouTubers that I've ever watched. And me making this video isn't about me saying anything like, this isn't me being, I'm a white girl, I'm a white woman, making a video about a white guy. This is me making a video as a human being towards another human being. Right, so I know that I'm white, it's pretty obvious, but it is pretty obvious. Fuck man, my hair's auburn, like it's ginger, like what do you want? Like, I don't really think you can get any more white than that. But me making this video about John is actually quite important to me because I'm actually very saddened about what he said the past few days or weeks or however long this has been going on for. It saddened me quite a lot because I feel like John is a good guy. I never would have thought he would have said anything like this because his views are definitely not my views. And I'm not sure whether these are his actual views or whether he's, you know, confused at the moment or he just wants to say these things, I don't know, maybe it was his thought in the moment or his thought for this whole this moment. I don't know. But I'm not going to say his views are wrong. Me personally, I think his views are wrong. I think that is not the right way to go about how you feel about society and race and gender. But I can't say his opinion is wrong because opinions aren't wrong. That's his opinion. That's how he feels. But his views are questionable, I think you could say. They are very questionable. And I'm really disappointed that he said something like this because I feel like John would be one of those people that's very open. And in his statement video, he did say both of his parents are immigrants. And I don't really know where they come from, and I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just very confused. And the things he said could be said. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I'm very confused about what to say. Because JonTron, he is one of my most favourite YouTubers. I've been watching him for a very, very long time. And I love him. I think he's great. And I'm very sad. I'm very sad about what he said recently. Because I feel like that's not him. I mean, this is just the image I've made of him. You know, when you're a famous YouTuber, people will watch you very closely. And from what I've learned of being an independent YouTuber, like just watching and things happening, especially the thing with PewDiePie, when you're a famous independent YouTuber, you have to be very careful about what you say and what your politics are. Because when you have over 1 million subscribers, I mean, even if you have like 1,000 subscribers, like, come on, guys. If you have a number of people watching you, you have to be careful about what you say. Everyone is going to be watching you, and people will pick out every little detail about what you say. It's just the way it is. Some people are so bent on being really horrible to some people, especially on YouTube. YouTube is quite violent. YouTube is a quite a scary place sometimes. And to be honest, with what PewDiePie said, the Wall Street Journal was all over his ass so quick. Like, Jesus Christ. And I don't really know whether he was joking or whether he was being serious. I mean, to be honest, I don't really think he was being serious. I think that's just his humor. I'm not saying it's the right humor. I don't like that sort of humor. I think that's a bit like, it's funny sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta not say things, especially here on YouTube, because people will watch you. People know what's going on. You know, people aren't gonna be like, oh no, yeah, that was just a comment that he made. People will be like, shit, bro, that's racist. And they will call you up on your shit until you fucking quit YouTube and hide in a hole, because seriously, it's not good. And I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I'm just really I wouldn't say disappointed. I am quite disappointed that that is just John's opinion. I was watching Boogie 3000, I think his name is. I was watching one of his videos about let's set the record straight about JonTron. And I do agree with him. I think that, you know, maybe he was just trying on a new hat of ideas, you know, a new hat of his views. And I'm not saying that that's, you know, everyone has like their own sort of feeling, and sometimes when you're in a place, especially in America, I mean, I don't know, I'm not American, I've never been there, but I think when you're in the environment of that, especially the president they have now, I think if you're in the environment of that, it really does change, and I think it can really get inside your head of your views. You know, if you have your fucking president who's a fucking misogynistic, racist bastard, I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, let's be honest. What can you do? You know, I think you just have to be really like in your own. That looks really weird. You have to be really like in your own mind, and you have to really think about what you're saying all the time. And I think when you hear horrible things about racist things, you have to just think. You have to really look deep inside yourself and really think, is that actually the right thing for someone to say or to do? You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm just really confused, and I feel disappointed. I'm sad that this is John's view. Maybe his views will change. You don't know. Um, I don't know. I'm very confused, guys. Shit. Like, I don't I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think, but I thought it would be really important to make this video about it, because I'm not standing up for him, but I'm going to stand with him. I'm not saying what he said was right, but I respect him as a person. Just because somebody just because somebody has these certain views, that doesn't mean that they are a bad person in themselves, you know. I mean, I feel like I feel like John would be one of those people, if he saw someone hurt, he'd go help them. But maybe that's just the view I've made of him for myself. You know, I do love him. I think he's a great guy. I've never spoken to him, but I think he's fucking hilarious and I love him. I'm just really sad and disappointed, but I'm not. But I think the things that have been being said about him, nobody's really had an actual conversation afterwards with him. You know, everyone's just like, "Wow, JonTron's a racist now," and I'm like, "Hmm, okay." Honestly, I have no idea how to feel about it, because you know, he's been taking off the voiceover for ukulele, and that's really sad. You know, I thought that would have been a really good thing for him, and I feel like the exact same thing happened to PewDiePie. You know, he did this dumb thing, and his partnership with Disney just got taken away just like that, and that's quite sad. But when you're famous, you have to be really careful, especially YouTube famous. You have to be really careful about what you say, because people will know, they will hear you, and they will pick apart everything that you say, and they will find any reason to sort of ruin your YouTube career, your just career in general, you know? And I think that's really sad. You know, people aren't really giving him a chance. And although I wouldn't say I agree with John, because I don't really, I just think that it's important for him as an individual to be understood. I don't know. I don't really know how to get my point across, you know, I'm very confused. Guys. I'm just confused. I'm just like with my own life I'm confused. I just shit guys. It's not good. I just think that maybe John needs to, I mean he did a statement, you know, he said certain things, but he just made questionable claims. You know, things like saying you can't let other people's babies sort of like fix your country. And what he says about like white people, I mean technically you know you can't be racist to white people because racism is a shut up, is a like a social institution sort of thing. It's a thing that society does. They discriminate a race. So like the police, schools, different things like this, a whole society will go after the different race rather than, you know, white people. You can't really be racist to white people. You can discriminate them. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't, because you can discriminate white people, but you just can't be racist to them. I think that does sound kind of shitty. That sounds a bit like, well, like no, white people can't be, you can't be racist to white people. Like fuck white people. And I'm not saying people are saying that like Jesus, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But you can discriminate against them. Racism is a much bigger thing. And I don't really know how to go about this without offending people. I mean, I'm not trying to offend anyone at all, because me as a human being, everyone is equal. Everyone, no matter what race, gender, you know, fuck man, like whatever you've got going on, we're all equal. And I think it's pretty sad and shitty that, you know, we have these ways of discriminating each other. You know, I don't think there should be one particular race. I think we all like race. I was at this sort of conference sort of thing for English, and this mixed race woman, she's like, I don't like to call myself mixed race. She says I'm half white and I'm half black, and you know I'm gonna respect that. So she's half white and half black, and she was so amazing. Oh my god, the way she spoke about racism and what it's like to be a half white half black woman in England. Oh, she was beautiful. I loved her. She was saying like race is just a social construct to divide us. And I do agree with that. I think that is true. Race is just a social construct to divide us. And I think that's pretty sad. It's just a way of saying you're different and I'm different, but you're less than me. And I don't agree with that. I think everyone is equal. And I think that's very important. And I'm not saying that John thinks these things. I don't think that he thinks someone is less equal to the other, because he said that in his statement. I don't think he thinks people are less than another person. I think he just thinks sort of like race is a division of people, and he thinks maybe, I'm not sure, like race is a division of people, and maybe we should sort of keep it that way, saying that because there was like an article he was saying that it's good that white people are becoming a minority, and I don't think that's really a good thing. I think it's nice to be, you know, people have things. I don't know, guys. I'm still so baffed. I'm so confused. I'm so like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, I'm only 16. I don't know what's going on. Like, shut up. I don't even know how to Pizza Hut. I don't even know how to make fucking noodles. I do. I make them very well. But guys, this is really hard. I'm just saying that maybe we should cut John some slack. You know, but maybe that's just because I like him a lot. I love him. Anyway, guys, I hope maybe that sort of cleared the air. I mean, it probably didn't, because I'm so confused. So I don't know. But I feel like John might change. Maybe he's just learning. Maybe he's learning his views. Maybe he's learning what he feels, you know. Boogie 3000 said that, and I agree with that a lot. Maybe he's learning about how he feels as a person and how he feels about society and where he lives and who he lives with. And I think that's okay. You know, everyone's learning different things day by day. We're learning about how to be with people, how to live with people, and I think that's important. I think people should, really look inside and think, do I like where I am? And just, I don't even know what that last sentence meant, but you should just think. I think you have to tell yourself every day that everyone is equal, and then I think you will start to believe it. Everyone is equal every single day. Because everyone is. Why are we any different? Like, why are you different from your neighbor across the fucking road? You're not. And I think that's important. I'm sorry I swore a lot. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope that sort of cleared the air or made you think differently if you thought that John was an asshole. I mean, that's fair enough. You can think he's an asshole. I don't think he's an asshole. I mean, I think he seems like a great guy, and I don't agree with what he said, but that does shut up. What's that? I mean, that doesn't mean he's any less of a cool guy. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, guys, I'll see you later, and hopefully I'll make a video soon. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.